Happy Monday. It's Monday morning again. Wasn't gonna post this video, but then I was like, no, I have to. So apparently this year in school, in my daughter's class, on day 4, the school adjustment counselor made an appearance. She introduced herself to the kids just in case, there were any kids that didn't know about her. They didn't know that they had an escape route. Well, they do now. My understanding is she went into the class, explained her open door policy and her just always being available to discuss anything that might be, bothering them, processing feelings, blah, blah, blah. And I know this because at 2:30, while I was at work, being work Lori, my personal cell phone rang. It wasn't my husband this time. Caller ID showed me that it was the school calling, and I was like, oh my God, really? It is day 4. And I answer my phone real aggressive. Lori Toby. And on the other end, this woman's like, oh, hi, Mrs. Toby. This is Mrs. So-and-so, the school adjustment counselor. And I'm like, oh, wow, day 4. Been waiting for you to call. And she probably senses I'm annoyed. And she was like, well, I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know that I had a talk with Delilah. And I'm like, it's day 4. What are y'all talking about? And she goes on to be like how well-spoken she is, how she has so much to talk about. And I interrupt her. And I said, at what point during the conversation did you feel like you were talking to a psychology major? And she doesn't really answer. And I said, because I'm sure that 3 minutes into the conversation, you could tell that my kid has knowledge and a history with y'all. Like, did you talk to last year's school adjustment counselor? Did you bother to get the history? And she's like, oh, no, I didn't do that. And I'm like, well, you're going to want to. You're going to want to. And then I just start going on a rant about PBS and toolboxes and coping skills and just all of that. And she tries to interrupt me by saying, well, I really have to wrap it up. I got to go. It's dismissal time and they need me at the buses. And I said, no, I'm not done. And I'm sorry, but you called me, so we're going to stay in it. Now we're staying in it until I've told you what my expectations are. I end the conversation by telling this woman, anytime my kid comes to you, you are to have her bring her schoolwork with her. Because if there's anything I know, my kid is a multitasker. Because if you can be on your tablet learning the newest YouTube dance while also watching the latest Lanky Box video on the big screen TV, you can damn well get your schoolwork done and talk about your feelings. So that's how I'm kicking it off. Like, day 4. Stop it. Why y'all going into classrooms giving these kids a limited access hall pass?